Okay, so today we're going to go over Colorwork, and I just want to touch base on how to read a chart and how to do Colorwork in the round. So what we're doing today is I want to talk about reading the chart, but also helpful things to have when doing a chart. This particular chart is for a hat, and these are all different colorways that you can do the hat. They're all the same pattern, but what they've done is they've broken it down so that you have different colorways if you'd like to use it. And as you can see, I try to I have two different ways of kind of keeping track of where I'm at. I use the magnets. This is a magnetic chart keeper book. And it's a great helpful tool. It holds my chart in here, and then I can move my magnets around to where I'm at. Right now, this is the row that I'm currently on, which is it's 3 in this color and 1 in this color. And then if you look here, this is another option for those that don't have a chart book. This is just highlighter tape. You can find this at any craft store, any sewing shop. And basically you pick this up and you can move it, and it comes in a roll of tape, just like you would like Scotch tape, and it's called highlighter tape, and it looks like this. All right, so I use this a lot too as well. This is great for keeping up with cables as well, for those that like to do cables. So on this particular row that I'm on, we're doing, I am working on doing, it's 1 black and 3 of these little purples. And there's different ways to hold your yarn, different ways that people suggest. I like to hold my my dominant yarn, which in this case is going to be my purple in the front. And I'd use the throwing method with my dominant yarn, and then I use continental method with my darker color yarn. You can switch if you're just a thrower with just switching back and forth. And I usually will bring the dominant yarn to the front. Let me just kind of get this so that you can see. Here we go. And so the first thing that we need to do, we got to do the black. And then I'm going to throw, and then I'm going in front of that black so that my dominant yarn kind of is pulled to the front. And I'm going to do 3 of those. And the key with color work, especially in the round, is if you'll pull all of your stitches onto your right hand needle so that your floats, because you're carrying the yarn behind, if you pull them so that it's nice and taut on this side, when you go to do that next black, it's going to carry that float across, so you don't get bunching or get too tight. If you'll pull them tight, then that float stays nice and loose in the back, and your stitches won't get tight. That's the trick in color work, is just kind of spreading your stitches out as you work them to the right hand needle. And that way you don't get too tight in color work. And that's really kind of the simple way to do it. As you can see, I pull it back, and then I go to the next one. And then the 3, 1, 2, and 3. And then I pull it back, and now it's all spread out. Now, what I want to talk about on this chart over here is reading, how to read the chart, right? So when reading the chart on this particular project, it's a knitted in the round hat. And so you're always reading from right to left. So this is the color. So this would be the black, and then the 3 purple that we just did. And then the next one will be the black. I'm sorry, I'm actually here. The black and the 3 purple. The next one will actually be 3 purple and a white, and then another black. so, or another purple. So that's how you read, but it's, again, you read from right to left. This particular pattern actually tells you you're going to read right to left. On a sweater that might be straight across, that you're going back and forth on a purl row, the chart might read where you read from right to left on the right side, and then from left to right on the wrong side. And so you definitely want to read the instructions of what, when it comes to chart reading, what the designer has designed for you, so that you know where to read. If you're reading from right to left on the right side and left to right on the wrong side, or for this particular one on knitting in the round, I'm reading from right to left on every row, right to left, right to left. And that's really the simplistic way of describing or explaining how to do color work. Have a great day.